Alright, hey everybody. Sorry I'm way behind now. About a week and a half ago was like my birthday weekend, so I was like, I don't feel like doing jack, so I didn't do anything. And then this last weekend, uh, kind of just a follow up to I'm still not feeling like doing much. But, really I just had other stuff going on. So I did make a couple other videos though. There was some Stellaris videos I made. There was another video I made that I haven't posted yet, which is how to do some website hacking using Hack the Site as an example. Um, and then also, I'm looking at doing a video for how to build a desk with a computer inside of it. So it'll be a pretty fun idea, pretty fun build for me to do. I'm a big fan of doing stuff with woodworking, so it should be pretty nice because I'm going to get rid of my current desk and instead have just like a plain old desk with the computer inside of the desk. But that being said, let's go ahead and get some of these questions that are out there. So first one, I have a 2.8 GPA my junior year of high school and my senior year beginning in the fall. I'm scared for my future. All the adults around me tell me that my GPA and grades, or with my GPA and grades, I mean, I can go anywhere in life. What are some things I can do now to make myself more appealing to colleges? There's not a whole lot you can do now other than, obviously increase your GPA your senior year. You can go ahead and get some extracurricular activities. Failing that, if all else fails, you have two options really. Join the military. Actually, so if you want to get, there's really a few paths to making lots of money. And like surefire, not like you get lucky and get rich playing video games on YouTube or some dumb shit. No, there's other things you can do that are more productive and actually surefire, more likely to work type things. And those are one, you can get a degree. Now you can go to community college and then go from your community college for 2 years, whatever, get an associate's, however you want to do that. And then you'll be able to, as long as you do well in your community college, you'll be able to go into a normal, a 4-year school, state school, whatever the hell you want to do. You'll be able to join one of those schools for a discount, actually. And then they won't really care what you did in high school because what you've done as far as your grades and stuff in your community college will actually matter more to them. And it's interesting, community colleges are a lot different. College is different than grade schools, high school, and all that stuff because really it's your own time. It's you. So it's kind of like you'll actually give a damn. You take classes to get somewhere. You're actually in charge of your destiny as opposed to in high school and grade school and stuff. You're kind of just like, hey, let me shoehorn you into these general things that you need to graduate to get a high school diploma because that's really the main thing. So that's path number one. The other path is to get experience, and there's a couple different ways to get experience, and like an apprenticeship. So if you're doing like a technical, if you want to do technical stuff, or you want to do some type of specific construction type things, there's all kinds of different apprenticeships out there, and those will give you experience, and they'll give you it's not really a degree, but it's also it's looked about the same as a degree. If you are a journeyman of electrical engineering or something, you're going to be sought after because you already have the experience. You know the theory and you have the experience. You can demonstrate. That's different from somebody who's in school and goes to school for 4 years. They may have the knowledge, but they don't have the experience. So that's kind of the plus. That's like the bigger thing that's nice about a lot of jobs out there. And really, if you look at jobs, most of the time they want a degree, but they also want a degree or equivalent experience. Well, they want a degree and experience, or a degree or equivalent experience. So I really just butchered that explanation. Let me try that again. They want a degree and experience, or a degree or equivalent experience. So, for example, I've got 14 years roughly of IT system administrator, information system security management type experience. And with that, I can find a job doing IT pretty much anywhere just because I have so much experience doing it. You kind of start to fall into a category where you're overqualified sometimes, but not really something you need to worry about right now. The other thing you can do is, like I was just saying a minute ago, join the military, because if you don't know what the hell you want to do with your life, join the military if you're in the U.S. Really not a bad plan, depending on what you do. But, you join the military and you'll be able to get, all your food paid for. I mean, they basically pay you a decent living wage. And all you got to do is what they tell you to do for a while. They actually will give you training and experience in whatever field you're looking for, as long as you meet the minimum ASVAB scores for that particular job title that you're going for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I've talked about that enough. Let's move on. So next thing, how do I stop talking to this girl? So yesterday was my birthday at 22. I was drunk and this girl I went to high school hit me up. I was never really friends with her. Anyway, she asked me if I wanted to grab a drink when she gets back from school. We texted back and forth a little. Thing is, now that I'm sober, I realize that I'm not attracted to this girl at all. She's still texting me, but to be 100% honest, I'm just not interested. Is there a polite way of backing away from this conversation? Basically, you just stop talking to her. That's about as polite as it gets. Why does it really matter if you're polite? Unless you're still trying to keep something possibly open, I don't know. But yeah, just basically stop talking to her in general. Like, she'll text you, and then you just kind of take a while to text back. After a while, she'll stop being interested because it'll be obvious that you're not that interested. And then there'll probably be a question on here about how she thinks somebody's not interested in her or something. I don't know, whatever. So that's pretty much it for that. So a chalk drawing of a scythe appeared in front of my neighbor's house overnight. There are 3 tenants in the house. There are 3 lines through the scythe. Dear Reddit, should I be concerned? I did a little research. The only thing I could come up with was a reference to an episode of Breaking Bad in which Walter White is greenlit, i.e. marked for death, when a scythe is drawn in front of his house. Upon further research, I found numerous articles from the UK concerning chalk drawings appearing in front of other people's homes that are marked for burglary. I guess you just have to know your area that you live in. So if you lived in an area that's a thing, I guess be worried. Maybe lock the doors more. If you're worried about being robbed, best thing to do is make yourself a harder target. So they have this thing in criminology called the broken windows theory. Basically, if you see a window that's broken, somebody else is probably going to be like, oh, I'm more likely to break that window. Whereas if all the windows are all in good condition and looking good, they're more likely to be like, oh, somebody's probably here taking care of this. I don't want to rock the boat with this because I'll probably get caught. The idea is to make it so that it looks like they're going to get caught. So if you have like signs that say that you have security systems or you have lights on, at night, stuff like that will make you a harder target. I don't know. It could have just been kids drawing on the sidewalk. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Ex's mom is stalking me. Long story short, my ex's mom thinks I'm some sort of dangerous schizophrenic criminal. She met me once. She called the police to check my criminal record. Have none. Anyways, lately she's been stalking my Facebook, looking at the memes and random things I post as proof that I'm a danger to her daughter. She's also stalked my YouTube, where I make vlogs. Probably says that's proof as well. My ex thinks this is all normal because her parents are just being protective. They also go through a friends list on Facebook and went crazy when she put in private. I've been trying to tell my ex that this is wrong, but she's been cutting me off lately. And he's saying that I shouldn't be talking to you because her mother more or less blackmailed her. Ex is 19, I'm 21. Is there any way of letting my ex recognize that she's being abused? Your ex seems to react poorly when I tell it to her straight up. Thanks. So, best thing to do is move on. So, clearly she's fine with where she is. You're 21, she's 19. You're not gonna you don't need to put up with her life. It's not your circus. Move on. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Stop worrying about it. It's dumb. I accidentally sold to a credit card fraud, and the police wants to question me. I work at Target, and sometimes when the store is busy, we get frauds. I accidentally sold to a fraud, now the police officer wants to question me. Plus, we're not supposed to ask for IDs from guests unless their transaction gets declined 3 times in a row. Advice, please. Yeah, you just have to tell them the truth. That's basically it. If you didn't do anything, then you didn't do anything. That's really all there is to it. You have to be proved guilty, not proven innocent. Has anyone done this? I'm 40 years old. I have no children. I'm not married or dating anyone. I've held the same job for 22 years. The last few years, I have had this nagging feeling. Basically, it's this. I want to sell my home and most of my possessions and just travel for a while. I can afford to do this for a while, maybe 6 to 12 months. The reasons for this are primarily I hate my job. I also feel like I really haven't done much with my life, aside from working and just paying bills. You know that someday I'll die. I don't want my life to be meaningless. My questions to you are this: is this foolish? Have any of you done such a thing? If so, tips or advice. Thank you. I would say don't do it. So I would recommend saving up some money and then going on a vacation for like a month. You might find that when you do nothing for a month or more, especially if you've been working for so long, you kind of just get really, really bored and go crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I wouldn't do it because it just seems like a waste of time. You know, you want your life to not be meaningless, but you don't want your life to be meaningless, and you don't have a wife or kids. You don't want any of those things. If you don't want, stuff like that in your life, just why not just make other people's lives better and have a positive impact on their lives? I've actually known plenty of people that they are well known throughout the community for just being good people, helping out when they can, doing community service stuff. There's a lot of ways to give meaning to your life without having to necessarily give up everything and start fresh. That's what it seems like you're trying to do. You certainly can move, get a completely fresh start somewhere else, see if you can find a job somewhere else. That would be my suggestion if you really hate your job. If you don't like the work, then it's kind of late to change the work that you do, but you can certainly change the location. And let's see, one more. 18 and don't know what to do. I'm 18 and don't know what to do with my life. Big surprise. I'm in college, but I don't know what to major in, and it's stressing me out. Nothing here really interests me, and I'm always being told that I can't follow any of my dreams because they don't make enough money to support myself. I don't know what to do and need help. Well, yeah. It's kind of what I was talking about. If you don't know what the hell to do with your life, you shouldn't be in college in the first place. There are a lot of people that go to college, get a degree, they don't really use the degree that much, and then they're just stuck with the bills. And they got to pay, they work at a job they don't like just so that they can pay off their student loans. Meanwhile, they're kind of like, well, maybe I can get another school and do something else and blah, blah, blah. Happens all the time. I would say drop out if you're not happy with it, if you don't know what to do, if you don't think you're doing what you want to do, drop out, join the military, go see the world. Hell, join the Navy, you can see a lot of the world, depending on what you do. Join the Army, you'll spend a lot of time, well, you'll probably make a few combat tours, and then there'll be a bad time then, maybe. I don't know. Pretty much, I haven't met too many people that stay in the military for a long period of time and then get out and suddenly they hate everything they did. There are people that, they get in and they get out right away and it was a bad time. A lot of people, they say they're really happy with what they did. They don't have a whole lot of regrets from it. So, I would say just drop out and do something different. If what you're doing is clearly not what you're trying to do, then do something else. I'm kind of curious what you meant by follow your dreams because they don't make enough money. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's a lot of people that told me when I was younger, hey, you can't make money playing video games. That's impossible. And it turned out, wow, there's people that are making a lot of money playing video games. There's one dude that I absolutely cannot stand making a ton of money and whatever. Actually, it's healthy, but I don't like that much. But that's not the point. Point is, maybe you could follow your dreams. I don't know. Figure something out. But if you're not happy with what you're doing, go do something else. Just don't waste all your money for no reason. Anyway, that's pretty much all I'm going to do for today. And I kind of want to get this hurried up, edited, and posted up there so that there is something on the channel that's new. But if you want to see that idea I have, that build for the desk that I'm doing, I've already bought the parts. I'm just getting ready to start. I gotta go buy the lumber and start cutting stuff up and nailing and gluing stuff together. Screwing and gluing stuff together is probably more like it. But yeah, it should be fun. If you want to see that, want me to do like a building log on that, just let me know. And you can like, subscribe to this video because that helps me out and always makes it a little bit more, a little bit better for me to do my job here. It's not even really my job. It makes it a little bit more, I don't know, makes me want to do more videos, I guess. I'll just say that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.